it won't work because the door is not opened yet. But I lift the handle, it works properly. Hi guys! Today, we will be replacing a broken exterior door handle on the 1998 Honda City. As you can see, we already have a replacement part for it. The first step to replacing the exterior door handle on these cars, we have a bolt right here. It uses a Phillips screw, and we need to remove that in order to remove this part here. Next, we have to remove this switch here that operates the windows. After this, we can remove this panel. And we have one bolt here and more bolts down. Remove this bolt by pulling on this door handle inside of the car. Now we can pull this out by pulling on this door handle just like that. As you can see, this piece is out. The next step is to remove this panel. As you can see, the bottom's already loose. So we can just wedge a screwdriver down here into the little slot there, right there. Slot. As we can see, I already removed it. So we can actually remove this panel without removing this. So all we need to do, we have a bolt here and a bolt down here, there, near. So now we can remove these two wire harness. The first one, which is color white, controls the switches here, and this brown one controls the lock for the windows. Now all we have to do is push screwdriver in. So you can see I got all this one also loose. The white one, now we can pull this out. And make sure when you pull it out, do not pull the wire. As you can see, I already managed to pull this one a bit out. Now all I have to do is push it out there. Of course, now we already have clips down there so that this thing will lock together. And you have to pull this very hard and you need to expect something might break. There. Now we can see the internals down there. Now the next step is to remove the bolt, so we can remove this. See, this thing is out. Now we can carefully remove the tape for this plastic. As we can see, there is our handle. We have two bolts right there. So we need to remove. Now the next step is we have two bolts right there, requiring a 10mm socket, as you can see. Those bolts secure this handle in place. So for the first bolt right here, it's pretty much really easy. We just make sure that we loosen it, not tighten it. Now for this other one, you can't fit the socket in. So what we do is we remove this, we put it inside before putting this in. As you can see, that will make it easy to put. That will make this bolt easier to loosen. Already have the rod out. Now we can go back to the other side so that we can take. Now all we have to do is make sure this doesn't hit that inside part there. And now this thing is out. As you can see, we also have a lot of broken pieces. Now we need to transfer this keyhole from the old block to the new one. First thing is we can see there is a little pin there. The long nose, pull it apart. Just wiggle there. The clip is gone. Now we can push the lock outwards. As you can see, the keyhole is out. Now we just need to transfer it to the new one. This is the keyhole we just removed. Here is the new lock, and here is the lock for this keyhole. Now first we flip this over, and as we can see, this part has the smaller lock and the bigger lock. The smaller lock goes here, and this wider lock goes inside there. So you format it like this. You just push it in. As you can see now, it's fully pressed, and we can see this hole right there. As you can see, I'm already pushed it in. Now we can just get this, and as you can see, there's a slot right there, right down there, here. So we just push it. Make sure this is not this one, it's this one. We just push this, make sure it's orienting like this, really like that. You just push it and you don't need any tools. As you can see, it's already fully pressed down there. Now we can install this on the car. As you can see, we can fit this in, but this lever here gets in the way, and we'll just catch up the paint job. So what we do instead is we grab the key, we turn it so that this one goes more in, and we can push it easily in. So if you want to push, you do like that, and then you just push upwards. Right there now, we can see it's now properly in. We can pull the key out. And we tighten this. Now we can put back these two bolts. They use, like last time, the 10mm socket. Now we have those two bolts in. So for this one, we can just put the extension in first and make sure to hold the outside part of the handle as you tighten this bolt. Now we can tighten this only a bit. We don't need to tighten it a lot because this, it depends on actually what the handle you have. If you have an OEM, you can tighten it a lot, yeah, just decently. But since this is just aftermarket, you won't tighten so much because it might crack. Now you have to shoot this rod to that hole in the key lock, in the keyhole. Now I have put this rod to that hole. Now we have a little plastic here we need to push together with the rod. Now I'll just push it in fully. There. Now it clicks, it's all secure in there. Now that we have already installed the lock mechanism and the mechanism to open the door, we can now see if the locks work properly. And it works properly. Now we can try to see if the lock works without closing the door. Now here's the trick. You see this little mechanism, this mechanism slides there, to that rod right there. So we need the part here of our screwdriver, and we just slide it in. As we can see, I'll try to pull it out, and it won't work because the door is not opened yet. But I lift the handle, it works properly. As you can see, this thing can now move to open the door. Now that we have put the locking mechanism and the mechanism to open the door, and they work properly, we can now put everything back together. Don't forget to screw this in because this is the one that makes a bolt screw into it. We can put the panel back in. Now it's on fit. Now get it. Put back these screws there. After that, we can now the next one is the screw there. The final one right there. We can put in the socket. This one, as you can see, this one will be oriented like that. As you can see, just follow what the hole looks like. This socket goes right in. It's in now, this other one. Next, we need to install this cover. And that's done. Lastly, we put in this cover here. We start with this notch going in there. Nice and slowly. Now we can also put the front. That is how you fit an exterior door handle on a 1998 Honda City. As we can see, it looks very nice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and click on that notification bell.